Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azhar Maulana Putra. I am from class 1C. My roll number is 63. Okay, now I want to tell you for opinion about smoking on campus. Smoking on campus is a contentious issue, with proponents arguing for individual freedom and opponents citing public health concerns. While personal liberty is a fundamental right, it must be balanced against the well-being of the broader community. This essay argues that smoking on campus poses a significant public health hazard and should be strictly prohibited. Firstly, secondhand smoke is known carcinogen and poses a serious health risk to non-smokers. Studies have shown that exposure to secondhand smoke can lead to various respiratory illnesses, heart disease, and even cancer. On a campus teeming with students, faculty, and staff, many of whom are non-smokers, allowing smoking creates an environment where involuntary exposure is inevitable. This is particularly concerning for individuals with pre-existing health conditions or vulnerable populations like pregnant women and children. Secondly, smoking on campus creates a negative image and undermines the institution's commitment to a healthy and thriving environment. Universities are increasingly promoting wellness initiatives, including healthy eating, physical activity, and mental health awareness. Allowing smoking contradicts these efforts and sends a mixed message to students and the wider community. It also perpetuates the normalizations of smoking, potentially discouraging young people from adopting a healthy lifestyle. Okay, sorry. Furthermore, smoking on campus poses a significant fire hazard. Cigarette butts are a leading cause of preventable fires, and their presence on campus increase the risk of accidental, accidental fires, particularly in areas with dry vegetation or high foot traffic. This risk is further exacerbated by the presence of flammable materials like trash cans and buildings. In conclusion, while personal freedom is vital principle, it should not come at the expense of the health and safety of the wider community. Smoking on campus poses a significant public health hazard, contributing to secondhand smoke exposure, a negative image, and increased fire risk. Therefore, it is crucial to implement comprehensive smoke-free policies on campus to protect the well-being of students, faculty, staff, and visitors. Okay, maybe this all for me. And then next, we we will study about my presentation. Wait, okay, now we will next our materials. Okay, my I choose one materials. The title is Present Continuous Tense. We learn about definition, formula, example, sentence, and usage. Okay, present continuous tense. What is present continuous tense? The meaning of present is the present. So the meaning of present continuous tense is a form of tense that you can use to explain something or express an action that is taking place during a certain time in the present. Oke, jadi apa itu present continuous tense? Present continuous tense, the meaning of present is the present. Yang artinya present itu adalah masa sekarang. Jadi pengertian dari present continuous tense adalah bentuk kalimat yang kamu gunakan untuk menjelaskan sesuatu atau menyatakan aksi selama eh, selama waktu tertentu di masa sekarang. Ya. Based on one of the example sentence that we discussed at the beginning in Indonesian, this tense is used to indicate the activity that is being carried out, usually marked with the words again or is. This form shows that the action occurs before, during, and continues after a time or other actions. Oke, berdasarkan salah satu contoh kalimat yang telah kita bahas di awal, the kalimat itu adalah I am playing badminton. Saya lupa menulis, maaf. Jadi kalau dalam bahasa Indonesia kalimat ini digunakan untuk menunjukkan aktivitas yang sedang kita lakukan. Biasanya ditandai dengan kata again atau lagi, or is atau sedang. These forms itu keterangan ini ditunjukkan dengan bentuk ini ditunjukkan dengan aksi yang sebelum, selama, dan setelah, dan berlanjut setelah waktu atau aksi yang lainnya. Okay, next, the form atau rumus. Jadi apa saja rumus-rumus dalam present continuous tense? Ya, what is the present continuous tense formula? The present continuous tense formula for positive sentence is subject plus be, am, are, is plus verb 1 plus ing plus complement. Jadi rumus present continuous tense untuk positif itu adalah subject plus to be, yaitu am, are, atau is plus verb 1 plus ing atau kata kerja pertama ditambahkan ing di akhirnya plus complement. Ya, dari what is characteristic of the present continuous tense is the addition of ing at the end of the verb. So what is the positive, negative, interrogative formula for present continuous tense? Jadi karakteristik dari present continuous tense adalah menambahkan ing di akhir dari kata kerja itu. Misalkan I play badminton, kalau misalkan present continuous tense itu ditambahkan am, to be, dan ditambahkan ing di akhirnya, jadi I am playing badminton. Jadi apa saja rumus dari positif, negatif, interrogatif, present continuous tense? Jadi present continuous tense positive sentence formula, subject plus be, MR is plus verb 1 plus ing plus complement. Jadi untuk rumus positifnya yaitu subject ditambah to be, MR atau is plus verb 1 plus ing plus complement. Dan untuk rumus negatifnya yaitu subject plus to be plus not plus verb 1 plus ing plus complement. Jadi kalau negatifnya itu ditambahkan not sebelum kata kerja. Dan yang terakhir itu interrogatif atau pertanyaan. Rumusnya adalah to be plus subject plus verb 1 plus ing plus complement. Jadi kalau interrogatif itu dia to be-nya di depan dan subject itu setelah to be itu. Dan the simple summary is right side. Ini yang ada di kanan itu adalah simpelnya. Okay, next. Adverb of time in present continuous tense. Apa itu adverb of time? Adverb of time adalah keterangan waktu ya. Adverb of time in simple present continuous tense. Time adverbs in the present continuous tense are divided into two, namely. Jadi keterangan waktu di present continuous tense itu ada dua, dua golongan, yaitu yang ini yang sebelah kanan ini, yang paling atas seperti now, right now, at the moment, at the present, itu the time at which the conversation is taking place, aka at the times of speaking. Jadi uh, waktu di mana percakapan itu sedang berlangsung atau sedang terjadi. You can use this information when having a conversation while doing other activities at the same time. Jadi kamu bisa menggunakan informasi ini ketika kamu sedang berbicara atau sedang melakukan percakapan kepada orang lain sambil melakukan aktivitas lain di waktu yang bersamaan. Jadi kita sedang mengobrol tapi kita lagi sedang bermain gitu. Nah, kita bisa menggunakan kata itu. The second is activity you are doing occurs around the time of the conversations, yaitu aktivitas atau kegiatan yang kamu lakukan di sekitar waktu percakapan itu. Contohnya ada di kanan bawah ini, seperti this year, this month, this week, and this semester. Okay, next. Use of present continuous tense, yaitu penggunaan kata present continuous tense. In these sections, we will discuss several functions of the present continuous tense directly with examples in various sentence patterns. Jadi di bagian ini kita akan membahas fungsi-fungsi dari present continuous tense langsung dengan contoh-contoh yang ada di golongan-golongan tersebut ya, atau di bagian-bagian tersebut. Di bagian pertama itu in the first section ada things that are happening now, yaitu sesuatu yang terjadi di masa sekarang. If you look again at the conversation example at the beginning of this article, the sentence has the function of showing the action that is taking place. Dan seperti kalimat yang di awal tadi, contohnya adalah I am writing this letter to express my longing to my boyfriend. In positive. Yang artinya, saya sedang menulis surat ini untuk mengekspresikan kerinduan saya untuk pacar saya. In negative, they are not eating the cake. Yang artinya, mereka tidak memakan kue. Interrogative, is mom cooking now? Apakah ibu sedang memasak sekarang? The second section is temporary event. The difference with point one is that usually the first function shows an activity that lasts for a short time, while you can use this function to tell stories about events that took place over a long period of time. They only happen temporarily. Example. Ya, jadi bedanya yang pertama tuh dia biasanya menggunakan fungsi pertama menunjukkan aktivitas yang jangka pendek gitu. Jadi saat kamu menggunakan fungsi ini untuk menceritakan cerita tentang kejadian yang berlangsung di jangka yang panjang. Contohnya, he is studying a new language at the moment. Yang artinya dia sedang belajar bahasa baru sekarang. And the third section is talk the action around the time of speaking. The example is Rara is taking 3 class this semester. Ya, artinya Rara sedang mengambil 3 kelas dalam semester ini, atau Arnold is spending a lot of his money this week. Artinya Arnold sedang mengeluarkan banyak uang untuk minggu ini. The fourth section is a new pattern or habit. Example is these days people are writing emails a lot less than they used to a few years ago. Artinya pada hari ini people banyak orang yang menulis email, banyak orang yang menulis email tapi tidak seperti kemarin gitu ya. Oke, the five sections is future plans, yaitu so you can use the present continuous tense to talk about plans that will definitely happen in the near future. Jadi kamu bisa menggunakan present continuous tense untuk menceritakan tentang planning yang akan berlangsung di waktu terdekat gitu. Contohnya, the example is my manager is promoting Stacy to be the new lead team next month. Artinya, manajerku sedang mempromosikan Stacy untuk menjadi ketua tim bulan depan. Okay, next. What are present continuous tense? Sentence. Apa kalimat dari present continuous tense? Jadi, here are 30 example of present continuous tense sentence. The first example of positive sentence in the present continuous tense, that are 10. And the second example of negative sentence in the present continuous tense, there are 7 too. There are 10 too. And the third example of interrogative sentence in present continuous tense, there are 10 too. Next, when cannot present continuous tense be used? Kapan present continuous tense tidak bisa dipakai? Then use the present continuous for all events that occur in the present that occur normally or over a long period of time and repeatedly. Example. Jadi jangan memakai present continuous tense untuk semua event, semua kejadian yang sedang berlangsung di kejadian yang normal itu. Contohnya adalah I play the piano every morning. Artinya saya bermain piano setiap pagi. Okay, next, verbs that cannot be used in present continuous tense. Apa saja kata kerja yang tidak bisa dipakai dalam present continuous tense? Explanation. Not all verbs in English can be used in the present continuous tense. There are many verbs that don't describe an action or action, so you cannot add ing to the end of the word. Well, these verbs can be known as stative verbs or static verbs. The opposite of dynamic verbs. Here are example of static verbs. Jadi tidak semua kata kerja dalam bahasa Inggris itu dipakai di present continuous tense. Jadi banyak kata kerja yang tidak bisa digunakan dalam action or action. Jadi kamu tidak perlu atau tidak boleh menambahkan ing di akhir kata tersebut. Jadi kata kerja ini bisa diketahui sebagai stative verb atau kata kerja statif, dan ini adalah contoh-contoh kata kerja statif. The first, perception and sensation. First, denoting human sense, yaitu kata kerja yang menunjukkan indera manusia seperti like hear, taste, smell, see, and sound. The second is cognition, emotion, attitude, yaitu kata kerja yang menunjukkan kognisi, emosi, dan sikap. Like love, hate, adore, doubt, like, forget, agree, disagree. And third, having and being. Verb that shows possession. Jadi kata kerja yang menunjukkan memilikan. So like be, have to, cause, require, uh, belong, and include. And the fourth, stance. Verbs that shows stance atau kata kerja yang menunjukkan pendirian seperti sit, stand, lie, live, live, and face. Five, another, and the fifth, another static verb like weigh, contain, involve, contain, and consist. Okay, everyone, I think my presentation is enough here. I hope you all to understand the presentation materials from me. Sorry for my mistake. Remember, guys, practice and speak English. Don't be afraid of being wrong. Don't be shy, because if we can speak English, we can also run the world. So, believe in yourself and never give up. Okay, back to you and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.